Good morning, everyone. This is our fifth week of online or distance learning. We have just completed our unit on narrative writing, and this week starts our 2 week intermission, which means that we are going to be taking 2 weeks before we start our next unit. During these 2 weeks, we are going to work on the topic of preparation and inspiration. Today's essential question is, how can I prepare for the next unit? And your learning objective is to understand the grading, procedures, and expectations for our next unit. So as you can see on the screen here, I have outlined how you are going to be graded. These have changed as our learning platform has also changed. We are looking at 20% for quizzes, 20% for projects, 15% for unit tests, 20% for written tasks, and 25% for class participation. Your quizzes are going to follow the same format that we've had so far in terms of Google Forms. There will be a number of these quizzes and they will be 20% of your grade. Your projects then are another 20%. These need to be uploaded into your Google Drive folder. It must be your own work. It might involve some group work at times, and marks will be deducted for late submission. Projects will be a very important part of your online learning experience. 20% is quite important in terms of achieving a good grade, so you must ensure that your projects are completed on time and submitted into your Google Drive folder. Unit tests will be 15%. These will be completed at the end of your unit and will summarize your learning. Generally, we will be using a Google form or maybe Google Meets where you complete your answers and send them in a chat. Your written tasks then will be 20%. Again, these need to be uploaded to your Google Drive, but must be your own work. It may involve group work at times, and again, marks will be deducted for late submissions. Finally, class participation. This is the highest percentage because it is important that you are actually engaging when we are teaching online classes. The first thing you need to know, you must complete tasks and exit tickets. If these aren't complete, it's going to impact your grade. You must be present during our scheduled Google Meets. This is new. From now on, for the girls' classes, on a Tuesday, you must be present at 8:38 during class and at 10:14. This is compulsory. You must be present. The rest of the lessons during the week, you can drop in and out as you please as long as you continue to keep up with the work. Very important that you make note of this because it is going to impact your grade. I will be monitoring it closely. For the boys, the same applies. Your class that will be monitored is the 10:14 and the 11:02 class. It's a double period on a Monday. Again, I will teach the lesson. I will give you a task. I will speak to you about any questions you may have. And again, I will be monitoring participation and monitoring who is present. Again, I need to remind you that this is compulsory because a lot of you aren't getting online at appropriate times and I am not getting to speak with you or discuss your progress. The final point on this slide is that you need to be present during Google Hangouts as often as possible. We generally speak for maybe about 10 or 15 minutes at the beginning of the lesson. You start your task and then you can work off on your own. So make sure you try and get to the Google Hangouts and the Google Meets as often as possible. Attendance. So as always, you had 48 hours to complete tasks and exit tickets. Soon the school is hoping that they can create a system where you will be responsible for marking your own attendance. This should be rolling out either this week or next week, and I will speak to you about it as soon as possible. So that was task 1, and now for task 2, what you need to do is follow the 4 steps here.